What's up? It's your boy Black Steel here. Now, I'm gonna run something by you. Dragon Ball Z fans, you. Dragon Ball Super fans, you. Dragon Ball fans, you. Dragon Ball GT fans, maybe. I was talking on the phone with somebody about how they could have, how Dragon Ball, how they could have made the Tournament of Power actually better than what it was. There's a lot of things in Tournament of Power that just happened that was like crazy as hell. Like, we had a God of Destruction get beat by Vegeta. Then we had two girls form to be a Broly. And then after that, have a Broly movie come out, which, yeah, also has things wrong with that. But overall, we were talking about how did you make the Tournament of Power angle better. Now, a lot of people, a lot of fans, the deal is that they took people and just did anything with them. For instance, they had to find 10 people to compete in the tournament. Now, here's the deal. You have Beerus, God of Destruction. And as the God of Destruction, he is over the whole universe. Was it Universe 6, I think this was? So if Beerus is over Universe 6, the whole universe, whatever it is, should he not have an instinct about where other fighters are? Like, I'm sure there are other fighters other than Earth. Like, Earth is the only place where fighters are. I mean, we had Planet Namek, Nails. We had Pycon. He's from another planet. We had other people that Goku's going against and that the afterlife tournaments and stuff. So we know that there are other fighters that exist in other planets in the universe. Why could Beerus not just seek out other people to be in the tournament? It was foolish to have Master Roshi in there, and it's foolish to have other characters in there. For instance, here's the deal. If I'm going to do a Tournament of Power, and I'm going to pick people that are actually going to be powerful, we got Goku, of course, Gohan, Mystic form, you know, we'll go ahead and put Vegeta in there. That's 3. We're going to put Boo in there. We're not going to have them bullshit around and put Boo and did bullshit and did it Boo. And then we're going to have Freezer. So our 5 from Earth. Only Earth, okay? Only Earth. Just stick with me, fans. Only Earth. Goku, Vegeta, Freezer, Gohan, and Boo. Those are our 5 we're going to take to the Tournament of Power from Earth. Now, since Beerus has the ability, since Beerus is God of Destruction and he should have some kind of inkling, he should be able to, with the help of Whis, be able to find other freaking people to be in the tournament. We're not going to have 17 in there. We're not going to have 18 in there. Krillin, not even in there. We're not going to have Master Roshi in there. And I think Tien was in there. We're not going to have those 5 guys in the Tournament of Power because those guys don't have power. Those guys are a flick. Like Cell, flicked Piccolo across the damn, rocks. And these people are 3 times, 4 times worse than Cell. Some of these people could even kill Goku. So why would we have those 5 in there? We're removing those 5. And we're keeping the 5 that I just mentioned. Now here's the deal. We're going to make the Tournament of Power better. And here's how we do it. Bandai, you owe me. Here's how we do it. Take those 5 out that we just mentioned. And in the story, we have where Beerus sits there. And Beerus goes and gets 5 other guys. He says, look, there's got to be other people in this universe that can help us fight in this tournament. Beerus goes out, and Beerus returns. Now, Beerus returns with 5 fighters that the Z fighters have never, ever seen. This here adds a mysterious element to the story. It adds an element to the story because we've never seen these guys. We don't know who these guys are. The Z fighters don't know who these guys are, which means that the Z fighters don't know what to expect. Now the Z fighters are thinking. Now this makes the Z fighters think. This makes everybody in the anime world, it flips them. They're like, holy shit, what just happened? This makes the cartoon, or should I say the story, a lot better because now there's a lot of blanks. There's a lot of unanswered questions. There's a lot of possibilities that can come out of this arc that we never even that we can't even fathom. I mean, think about it. We know Master Roshi is going to get eliminated. We know Tien's going to get eliminated. We know freaking Piccolo is going to get eliminated, right? We know Krillin's going to get eliminated. We know 17 and 18 are going to get eliminated. We know this. You know, we know this as far as power level is concerned. Not the story that they spun. Not the story they spun. Power level wise, all of them would get dusted. All of them would be out. Even Gohan's going to get cut out. So when we go into this Power of Tournament, as a anime lover, as a lover of anime, as a lover of Dragon Ball, we already know before the tournament even starts, these guys are going to get eliminated. We know this. It's facto. 100% fact. We know this. With the exception of Android 17, because that's how they wrote it. Okay, that's how they ended the story. And I don't have control over that. So, we bring in 5 new fighters that nobody's ever seen to throw everybody in the anime world off their feet, and everybody, as far as Dragon Ball lovers, off their feet, because now we don't know what to expect. We can't call the tournament. We ultimately know that Earth's more than likely going to win, like 9 out of 10 times. So we know that that's going to happen. We just don't know how it's going to happen. So we bring these 5 people in. Now, one of the 5 people, if you follow Dragon Ball at all, or if you follow some of the news, one of these people that are going to be stepping onto the stage representing Universe 6 is going to be Zykor. Who is Zykor? Zykor is from a manga. I think Dragon Ball AF. This is from a manga book. So the thing is that Zykor is supposed to be Goku's son. Now in the manga, Zykor comes to Earth. Zykor is looking for Goku. Zykor doesn't find Goku, and he ends up fighting a lot of people. And so Zykor is related to Goku. So now in the Tournament of Power, we're going to introduce this character named Zykor. When Zykor comes, it's going to help us. It's going to help us with this storyline, but it's going to create another storyline for us. We're going to take this Zykor guy and we're going to focus on this Zykor guy in this arc, in this series. So what we're going to do is the Z Fighters meet 5 new fighters that they've never seen before. One of them is Zykor. Now, we all know how Vegeta is. We all know how Goku is. Goku's a little silly dilly. Vegeta's more serious. So we see Zykor, and Zykor's hair is like that of a Saiyan in Super Saiyan form. So when they see Zykor, they automatically look at him. Vegeta and Goku, like Vegeta automatically looks at him, and he's already has some suspicion. Vegeta's like, "Hey, who are you?" The guy says, "My name is Zykor." Goku says, "Oh, okay. How are you doing, Zykor? I'm Goku." Zykor's like, "I'm all right." Now, Goku starts talking to Zykor, and when he starts talking to Zykor, he says, "Well, what planet do you come from, Zykor? Where do you come from in a galaxy?" Zykor tells him that he comes from the same planet that Goku escaped to after defeating Freezer on planet Namek. Now, if you don't understand about this, is after planet Namek, when Goku defeated Freezer decided, and one last ditch effort, since he couldn't defeat Goku, he's going to destroy the planet, and Goku's going to die in space, which is stupid if you follow Dragon Ball Z anime. If you follow Dragon Ball Z anime, you had where Vegeta finally went Super Saiyan. He flew from one planet to the other during an asteroid storm or something and changed to Super Saiyan 2. You also have when Goku's father, Bardock, was in space firing a beam at Frieza's ship before Freezer threw that big ass death ball and destroyed planet Vegeta. So we know that Saiyans can breathe in space, but for some reason Frieza's going to destroy the planet. And he also did this in a movie where they introduced Gold Freezer, where Freezer destroys the planet, and now Saiyans can't, just miraculously, they can't breathe in space anymore. So, when Freezer did this, we know that Goku jumped into a little pod and dusted off, drifted into space, and landed on this one planet. This is the same planet where he learned how to do instant transmission. It was little people, Goku got to know them and bonded with them, and this is where Goku learned how to instant transmission. Now, here's the deal. In Dragon Ball AF, Zykor comes from that planet because what happened is Zykor slept with another woman. Zykor slept with this woman. This woman became pregnant, and she came pregnant right around. She ended up getting pregnant, and she ended up having Zykor. Now the thing is I don't think Goku was there for the birth of Zykor. I think by this time, after Goku had slept with her, I guess this was the time that he got to either. I'm not 100% with the story, but this is the time where Goku went to Earth to fight Freezer, and before the Cell Saga. So Goku ends up leaving. So Goku sleeps with this woman who has some mysterious power, who has some kind of power level. She has some intention to come back and destroy Goku. She doesn't like Goku, seduces Goku, sleeps with Goku. Zykor is a product. So in Dragon Ball AF, Zykor is Goku's son. So now, since we're using Zykor in Dragon Ball Super, Zykor tells Goku he's from that planet. Now when Goku hears this, Goku's like, "Oh, are you?" And he says, "Yeah, I'm from that planet." Now Gohan steps in, and Gohan steps up to the plate. He steps in. He's observing the conversation. So Vegeta says, "Oh, really? Where's that at?" And then Zykor tells Vegeta where it's at, and then Goku's like, "Yeah, I've been to that planet so and so and so many years ago. It was ages ago." And then Zykor tells Goku, "Yeah, hey, oh, I was born slightly thereafter." So when Zykor tells Goku he was born there slowly after, Gohan's looking like, "Hey, my dad been to this planet, and my dad left, and this guy was born like months after, almost a year after." So Gohan now has a suspicion. Vegeta now has a suspicion. Vegeta's like, something is off with this. Something is suspicious about this. So Zykor introduced himself, and Goku sits there, and he ends up he ends up leaving it alone, because you know how Goku is. He's silly Billy. He just likes to laugh and giggle, and he's not a serious person to talk to. Goku sits there, and they leave it alone. Okay, we get into the tournament of power. Everybody's mixing it up, fighting. Blasts are going around, blasts are being reflected, all this other stuff is happening. Z-Fighters are handling their business, Zykor is handling their business, he's handling his business, and what ends up happening is Zykor's fighting against somebody, and then Zykor's getting beat, and then Zykor goes Super Saiyan. When Zykor goes Super Saiyan, Vegeta and Gohan and Goku, all three of them, stop in their tracks. They're like, and they see Zykor go Super Saiyan. Now, once they see Zykor go Super Saiyan, they're like, hold up. If he went Super Saiyan, that means... And Vegeta's like, Kakarot, we have another Saiyan in our universe? Now remember, this is before the Broly movie. Yeah, you remember this. So, Zykor turns Super Saiyan, and now everybody is starting to get a pretty good idea about things. Gohan's like, whoa, hold up. Vegeta's like, where did he come from? Gohan's like, why would he be... My dad's a Saiyan, and he was on this planet, and then this guy, my dad left, and this guy was born a couple months later, and there's no Saiyans on that planet but him. Gohan's put it together. So, tournament power goes down. We're sitting here fighting. They're sitting here fighting, and of course the last people that are left are. We're gonna have 3 people left against Jiren. We're gonna have 4 people left against Jiren. We're gonna have Goku. we're gonna have Goku. No, we're gonna have 3 people left against Jiren. So it's gonna be Jiren. It's gonna be 4 people. We're going to have Jiren. Okay? Follow me. We're going to have Jiren, Goku, Gohan, and Freezer. Right? Because, remember, we took 17 out. We're not messing with 17. This look. This is our story. We took 17 out. So what we're going to do is Gohan, Freezer, Goku against Jiren. So what ends up happening is they're fighting, going at it, fighting, going at it. Dragon Ball Z. So they're going at it, right? So here's what happens. Gohan figures it out. And Gohan knows what happened. And Gohan's mad. Because since Gohan figures this out, Gohan is like, if my dad is a Saiyan on a planet with no Saiyans, and then leaves, and then a couple months later there's a Saiyan boy, there's a guy born there who happens to be a Saiyan, that means that my dad cheated on my mom. So Gohan feels betrayed. He feels that Goku betrayed his mother. So while these three, Goku, Frieza, Gohan, are fighting Jiren, Gohan gets mad, and Goku's about to blast Jiren, and Gohan gets mad and knocks Goku out of the way. Knocks him out of the ring. When he knocks him out the ring, what ends up happening is Jiren comes. He ends up coming towards Frieza and Gohan. Frieza sits there, steps in, he gets knocked out, and then Gohan sits there and finishes it off. And then he ends up knocking them both out. Or, let's make this better. Because now, we just said that Gohan gets mad at Goku because he feels betrayed that Goku slipped around Chi-Chi. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have that Jiren goes after Goku and Frieza. So Jiren goes after Goku and Frieza, and they're fighting. And then Jiren goes to take Goku and Frieza out. He takes Frieza out. He's standing with Goku, and while Jiren and Goku are fighting, Gohan charges up a blast and then throws the blast. When he throws the blast, it hits Jiren in the back, sending him towards Goku, and then sends both of them out. And then Gohan is left there as the winner. When Gohan is left there as the winner, Gohan sits there and says, "Look, I wish he makes the same wish that 17 makes, and all the galaxies come back, or all the universes come back." So, yay! Gohan's a hero. Yay! Gohan's a hero. So, after this tournament, and after everybody has sat there and got to the box, everybody's got into their little, after Goku says all the stuff to Jiren and all this other kind of stuff, and they sit there and get back to the team meeting. Goku sits there and tells Zycor, he asks Zycor, yeah, about that, you being from that planet, who's your mother? Zycor said, she was a lady so. And then Goku says, well, I knew a lady named this. And Zycor said, that's my mother. So when Zycor says, that's my mother, Gohan is like, oh my god, I can't believe it. And then Zycor says, my mom told me that my dad was this, that, and the other, so, which happens to be Goku. Describes Goku to a T. And when Zycor, and when Goku learns about that, Goku's like, oh, I guess I'm your father. You're my son. Gohan now is enraged. Gohan now is pissed off. Vegeta is like, what the hell just happened? Kakarot, what are you talking about? Kakarot, you dirty dog, you did this? Krillin and them on the sideline. Oh my god, Goku, tell me it's not so. Gohan is pissed off. He's pissed off at Goku. Because Goku is the guy that's so stand for everything that's righteous. You heard him when he was talking about all this stuff. When he turned Super Saiyan for the first time against Freezer, how he was talking about the righteous and this, that, and the other, those good, and all this other kind of stuff. So, Goku's supposed to represent everything that's good. He's supposed to be humble. He's a cheerful guy. You never really see him down. He's always he's always up tempo and always in a good, majority of the time in a good mood. So Gohan is betrayed. He tells his dad, I can't believe you betrayed my mom. You betrayed my mother. You betrayed my mother? You weren't there for Goten half the time he was growing up. You betrayed my mother. You weren't there for Goten when he was born. All this other kind of stuff. Gohan is furious at Goku. He said, Dad, all this stuff you taught me about being right and doing this and all this kind of stuff, you're a hypocrite. You let me down. Gohan sits there and walks away from Goku. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Steps away from him. Gohan steps away from Goku, right? And leaves. When he leaves, Goku's trying to Gohan tries to grab Gohan. Gohan slaps Goku's hand off him. Dad, don't touch me. I don't want to talk to you. Walks off, leaves. Now, what this does is this creates distance. This story right here, what we just did, 8 times much better than that bullshit they showed on TV. What this does is this is setting us up for 2 arcs away. Not the next arc, the arc after. So, not the next season, the season after. So here's what we're going to do. We just created distance between Gohan and Goku. Gohan no longer respects Goku because Goku cheated on Chi-Chi with some random woman that Gohan has no idea about. Goku doesn't really know true intentions. He knows her, but doesn't really know exactly everything about her. He's never met the woman's family or nothing. He just, end up having this with this woman. So this distances Gohan from Goku, and then after that, Goku tells Zycor, he says, look, sorry that we had to meet this way, and I'd like to, I'm not a bad guy. I'd like to get to, I'd like to see what you got. I'd like to, basically develop friendship with you. So Zycor says, something, I never knew who my father was. I would like to get to know my father. So Goku loses Gohan, but gains Zycor in the process. Now his new ally is Zycor. So that is going to be the end of the Tournament of Power. That's how we are going to end it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set this. We're going to set this up for. We're going to set this up, man, and when we set it up, we're gonna blow the fucking roof off this anime. We're gonna have it that everybody's gonna be talking about this anime. Wow, Gohan stepped away from Goku. Now, next season, next arc, what we're gonna do is we're gonna introduce Oob. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah. We're gonna introduce Oob, and we're gonna have to find another villain. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna introduce Oob. And at the same time, we're going to show off Zycor. This whole next season, after the Tournament of Power, is going to be showing off Zycor. We want to show off Zycor. What can he do? What's his weakness? What is his power? How powerful can he be? How powerful can he get? Because remember, Tournament of Power, allegedly, you weren't allowed to fly. So there's things you weren't allowed to do. You weren't allowed to fly, and you weren't allowed to do all this extra stuff. They had rules and regulations on the Tournament of Power, so you couldn't fly. So now Zycor can fly. He can do super moves all over the place, and he might be able to do a chain command and grabs and all that kind of stuff. We don't know the full ability of Zycor. So the next season, we're going to introduce Oob, show him off a little bit. We're going to introduce Zycor, and we're going to show him off to the max. We're going to let people know this guy means business. This guy is good. This guy here, he can operate on he functions on so many levels. Like this guy here will give Vegeta a run for his money, if not better. And we're going to step up Goten, and we're going to step up Trunks. Because we're tired of seeing, how long has goddamn Trunks and Goten been a fucking kid? Like Goten and Trunks been a kid since. You guys can tell me. Because you guys are pissed off about it too, aren't you? The Cell Saga. Goten and Trunks have been kids since the Cell Saga. I'm sorry. Didn't the Cell Saga originally air in the 90s? The Cell Saga aired. No. Boo Saga. My bad. The Boo Saga. Slap. The Boo Saga. It doesn't matter if it's the Cell Saga or the Boo Saga. They both aired in the 90s. It originally aired in the 90s. Right? Almost 30 years later, Trunks and Goten haven't grown the fuck up yet? What are you guys waiting on, Bandai? Funimation? Whoever it is? What are you guys waiting on, man? Why is it taking almost 30 years for Trunks or Goten to grow a fucking inch? What is he, the Simpsons or some shit? 30 years later, you're still the same goddamn age? We're going to introduce Oob, work him in the store. We're going to show off Zycor. We're going to have Trunks fighting. Yes, we're going to have Trunks fighting. We're going to have Goten fighting. Yes, we're going to have Trunks fighting. And we're going to have Pan probably walking around. Because in the Dragon Ball Super, she was an infant. She was like still a baby. I think they were still holding her, or were they pushing her on the swing or something like that? I can't remember what it was. But she was still in toddler stage. So we're gonna have Pan around 3 or 4 years old. We're gonna have her walking, and we're gonna have her speaking, walking and speaking. So a couple years have passed. So we're gonna introduce this story arc, which I'm not even gonna go into because I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna, as far as the Z Fighters, we're gonna introduce those guys. I'm not telling you who they're gonna work against or any of that kind of stuff because my arc, my story, it centers around something different. I don't know what they're going to do with that one. Now, if you've been looking at the mangas, what happened is I think they introduced something where the angels were fighting against somebody. They're fighting against other people that wanted to resurrect the Demon King or some kind of stuff like that or something. I don't know. I'm not in. I have no information about all that. So, the season after the tournament, that's what we do. We introduce Oob. We show off Zycor. We focus some energy and time on Goten and Trunks. We still show off Goku, of course. Goku's in there. Still Vegeta's in there. And this is what Piccolo's going to be in there and doing stuff. So these are the people that focus on. Now, in this season after the Tournament of Power, you don't see Gohan. Nobody sees Gohan. Nobody. Now, Videl sees him every once in a while. She might see him, she might have saw him before. She saw him before, and then she might have seen him a year ago. So we're going to put it to where she might have seen him after the Tournament of Power, and then after the Tournament of Power, he disappeared. After the Tournament of Power. And she doesn't know where he's at. So let's say, for our story, Videl saw Gohan after the Tournament of Power. He was mad. He sat there and talked to her for a little bit, and then he left. He did a Goku, because you know how Goku just leaves. This Goku leave, to start of GT, Goku had left and been training in the damn lookout tower with Oob for years and shit. God knows how long. Just left Chi-Chi down there by her damn self. Fuck Chi-Chi, who cares? I'm married. I don't have no obligation or responsibility as a husband to my wife at all. He was gone. So Gohan, after Tournament of Power, saw Videl, told her some things, and left. Nobody has seen Gohan since. So, this season after Tournament of Power, nobody sees Gohan. Nobody knows where he is. Nobody knows anything about Gohan. Nobody's seen him. Krillin hasn't seen him. Piccolo hasn't seen him. Gohan hasn't seen him. Chi-Chi hasn't seen him. Goten hasn't seen him. Videl hasn't seen him. Nobody. Pan hasn't seen him. Nobody's seen Gohan. Now, when we do this, we have this whole arc. This whole fucking season. With this. After we do this, right? We do this for a whole season. Nobody sees Gohan for the whole season. Now, we know now the Earth is in danger. It's being threatened. We know the Earth is being threatened for the 8,000th time. The 8,000 power level 9,000th time. The Earth is being threatened. Somebody's going to try to destroy the Earth or kill the people on Earth or do something on Earth. Who knows? Gohan is not there at all. So now, Gohan's not there. So now let's get to my arc. Let's get to what I want to do. Let's get to me. So, here's the deal. They played Gohan. The creators have played Gohan. They made Gohan a shitbag. Gohan isn't worth shit at all. Gohan got hype, Gohan got hype against Raditz when he flew out of nowhere, busted his thing open, his arm broken with a headbutt. Gohan got hype when he went against Namek and threw that Maseko. He charged all the way up and threw that Maseko. He was that pissed off because Piccolo had died. Gohan, he once again in Cell, when he fought against Cell and he went to Super Saiyan level 2, hyped up when Android 16 got destroyed. And then in the movie where he went against Bojack, he got so goddamn hyped. He did the slow walk in Super Saiyan 2 mode, and he was, man, I swear, Gohan was so fucking hype in that movie. When Super Saiyan 2 in that Bojack movie was done. And then the last time he had a real good fight, was when he went against Broly the second time. When he went against Broly the second time, Gohan wasn't playing. I like that movie. Out of all the Broly movies, I like that movie the best because Gohan was serious. When he fought against Broly, he was not fucking around. He wasn't no ha ha hee hee, ha ha hee hee, ooh hoo hee hee, ha hee hee, ooh hoo hee hee. He was showing off his fighting ability. He was using his brain to outsmart Broly. And at the end of the second movie, he had that epic fight where he had the epic battle where it was like Gohan was like, look, I don't give a fuck if I'm gonna lose. Broly just threw a blast. And if that blast hits me, I'm dead. If it hits the earth, it'll probably destroy half of it. I have to fight. Gohan put man pants on. Gohan said, I will not fucking lose. He threw that blast and he stood there. Even though he was going to lose, he stood there. Even though it looked like he had no chance, he stood there and he fought. Goten got up. Goten helped. My brother can't carry this burden alone. He helped. And then once he helped, Goku came down. And then Goku came out and he threw the fireball. And we had a triple Kamehameha wave finish on Broly. That's the last time I saw Gohan serious. When he fought against Dabura during the Buu Saga, he was being clowned by Vegeta because Vegeta was like, how the hell Gohan was so fucking strong? He was like stronger than this in the cell. So what the fuck happened to him? So Vegeta wasn't giving him any respect in the Buu Saga. Then when Gohan leveled up to Mystic Gohan, he was the powerfulest character for what? One episode? And in that episode, he had a chance to destroy Buu, and he didn't. He was playing around with him. He let Goten play around with him. Hey, Goten, you guys can play around with them. Which is what? When he fought against, was that Super Buu he was fighting against? Super Buu he was fighting against, because Mystic Gohan can't fucking step to Evil Buu. I mean, Kid Buu. Kid Buu will fucking dust that motherfucker off. So, Gohan has depleted. He was so bad that Piccolo was stronger than him in Super. How is Piccolo stronger than Gohan in Super? You know, so Gohan's a laughing stock of the Dragon Ball Z world now. He's good for nothing but a punching bag. So we're bringing Gohan back. And when we bring Gohan back, we're not making him no pussy. Gohan's putting his hat on, his man pants on, and he's taking that shit. So, guys, let's get it. The second arc starts on Lookout Tower. And what ends up happening is Lookout Tower comes crashing down. And when it comes crashing down, it crashes down to the city. So we know how the Lookout Tower is. You have the middle part where Karn and Yachirobe stay. Karn builds central beams. And then you have all the way at the top where you have Dende and Mr. Popo and the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. The whole Lookout Tower comes crashing down out of the sky in flames ablaze. Comes crashing down into the city below. People are dying. People are panicking. There's people trying to get out of the city. The city's on fire. There's a lot of debris that fell from the Lookout Tower. There are people trapped in buildings. There's fires going on. There's people under the rubble. There's a bunch of people dead. Thousands of people have died because the Lookout Tower fell. Now, when the Lookout Tower fell, the Z Fighters assemble. Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, Krillin, Zycor, and Oob. 3, 5, 8 Z Fighters assemble, and they go to the town to try to help out the people. You see Vegeta lifting up rubble, helping people out who've been stuck in the rubble. You see Piccolo sitting there, and he's saving people from buildings that are off that caught on fire, and the Z Fighters are helping out. Okay. Now, guys, I need you here with me. You know, in Dragon Ball Z, where when a high power level just pops out of nowhere, how they have the little life sign, little sign from the life machine pop up. It goes, and it goes across the screen, and it makes that funny noise. So what happened is Oob's alone. Oob is walking through the city, and he's helping people. Oob is walking. All of a sudden, his senses go off. He senses a huge spike. He senses a huge power level. This huge power level comes out of nowhere, and before you know it, Oob is hit. He's sent flying across the city, crashing through buildings, knocks a couple buildings down. People are still in the buildings. The buildings fall. The people die, and that energy signature disappears. Now, when this energy signature popped up, all the Z Fighters felt it. They said, "Holy shit, what's going on here?" All the Z Fighters felt it, right? So when all the Z Fighters felt it, they automatically rush to the spot where it's at. They rush to the spot where it's at. Nobody can find Oob. Where's Oob? Nobody can find Oob. But where's Oob? Nobody can find him. They're standing in the spot. So now what the Z Fighters do is the Z Fighters like, we don't see Oob. Where's Oob at? Oob, Oob, Oob. They start calling out for Oob. They can't hear Oob. Oob, Oob. They can't hear Oob. They have no idea what happened to Oob. So what happens is they start looking around. And somebody noticed that the buildings fell. So what ends up happening is they end up going and they end up finding Oob. The Z Fighters search for Oob. They found Oob. So what happens is Goku says, "Hey guys, I'm gonna need you, Trunks, and Goten. I'm gonna need you to take Oob out of here. Oob's in bad shape right now. I don't know what hit Oob. I don't know what happened to Oob. None of the Z Fighters know anything about what happened to Oob. Oob is just in this. He just got knocked through this building. He's out cold. He's not dead. He's out cold." Trunks and Goten get Oob up, and they fly off to take him somewhere safe, to where he can be treated. Maybe Capsule Corp. So they spread out again. The Z Fighters spread out again, and they start helping people. So when they start helping people, we have Krillin and Piccolo. Both of them are walking out, and they're beside each other, and they're in the same area. Let's say they're in the same area, and they're helping people. Piccolo is sitting there. Once again, a huge spike. Once again, a huge spike in energy just pops up out of nowhere. Piccolo is like, huh, pop. He gets popped. Piccolo gets hit so hard he flies. When he flies past Krillin. Now, when he flies past Krillin, it turns Krillin. Krillin turns. So Krillin's like this and turns. When he turns, he catches a glimpse of what looks like to be Gohan as Piccolo flies through 2 buildings, knocking them down and killing people. People are injured. They're dead. Piccolo got knocked through a building. Krillin got a glimpse of what looks like to be Gohan. And then Gohan just vanishes. He sees it like, he's like this. This is how he saw it. Gohan, no Gohan. It's gone. Gohan's gone. What he thought is Gohan. Is it Gohan? Could it be Gohan? What is it? Could it be somebody that looks like Gohan? Could it be the Z Fighters? Within minutes, the rest of the Z Fighters are there. Vegeta, Goku, Zycor, Krillin are there. Excuse me. They go. They find. They get Piccolo. They see Krillin laying over Piccolo, standing over, bending over Piccolo, and Krillin is shook. Goku asks Krillin, what's wrong, Krillin? What happened to Piccolo? Krillin looks up at Goku. Goku, you wouldn't believe this, but I think I just saw Gohan. Goku, what do you mean you just saw Gohan? I just think I saw Gohan. So, where? He was the one that did this to Piccolo. Goku, no. This can't. Gohan would never do that to Mr. Piccolo. Gohan would never do that to Piccolo. That can't be Gohan. Zycor has no idea. Zycor's like, because Zycor never got a chance to bond with Gohan. Zycor can't call Go. Zycor doesn't know anything about Gohan's personality. The only thing Zycor knows is what he saw in the ring with Gohan. That's all he knows is the fighting he saw from Gohan in the ring. He doesn't know anything else about Gohan. You know, except for things he's heard, but he doesn't have any kind of personal time with Gohan. So he has no idea. So Zycor, he's not going to speak on it. He just keeps his mouth shut about it. But he's going to look. And Goku's in disbelief. How could Gohan do this? Gohan would. Why would Gohan do that to Piccolo? Gohan loves Piccolo. Gohan. The only people Gohan respects more than Gohan may even respect Piccolo more than me. So Goku is in disbelief that Gohan would even do something like that. Vegeta is in disbelief. He said, Vegeta's like, I don't think that's Gohan. That power level was out of this world. It was there and disappeared. He said it's a couple seconds. Like Gohan Gohan is in one spot in a couple seconds and then vanishes. So his power level can be sensed in for like 5 seconds and it's off the grid. So nobody believes that it's Gohan, but Krillin is shook that it is that he saw Gohan, and he can't believe it himself because why did he do this to Piccolo? Now here's the deal. Let's get to the meat and potatoes, guys, because like I told you, what we want to do is we want to build Gohan back up to where he should be at. We want Gohan to be at. We want to show off Gohan. This whole arc is about showing how much of a badass Gohan is. So here's the deal. Gohan has already taken out Oob. Gohan's already taken out Piccolo. Now you say, Elliot, how could Gohan be like this? How could Gohan sit there in his power level? And it's just the Z Fighters are shaken. Like Z Fighters are like concerned. Like, what is this? What could this be? So since the Z Fighters are shook and concerned, I'm going to tell you exactly what story is that I'm running with. After the Tournament of Power, Gohan went. He left. He didn't want anything to do with Goku because he feels that Goku betrayed Chi-Chi by sleeping with another woman, and he's hurt by that. You know, he's hurt that his father would even do something like that to his mother. As much as she's held the house down while he's been gone, she's always held the house down. She's always had faith in Goku, but Goku betrayed that trust, and he violated his faithful marriage by sleeping with another woman. So Gohan has no respect for Goku anymore. So Gohan left the Tournament of Power, went to Videl, told her things that happened, and left. Where did Gohan go? Gohan snuck into the hyperbolic time chamber. Now, hear me out. Here's what we're going to do. We know for a fact that you can get in and out of the hyperbolic time chamber without using the door. Now, why is this important? If you stay more than an Earth day in the hyperbolic time chamber, the door will disappear and you will not be able to get out. They said that in an episode of Dragon Ball Z. So now here's the deal. We know we can get out of the hyperbolic time chamber, but depending on your energy. So here's the deal. We had where Goten was... We had where Goten and Boo were inside the hyperbolic time chamber. And Boo ended up yelling or something. He was so powerful that he ended up yelling and created a wormhole or some kind of or some type of teleport or some kind of fabric of time where he ripped through a fabric of time inside the hyperbolic time dimension to get out of there. And Goten did the same thing. Or no, Gotenks. Not Goten. Gotenks did it. So Gotenks did the same thing. They got the power level up and they did a certain yell at a certain frequency that opened up a little teleport hole where they can get out of it. So now we have Gohan sneaking into the hyperbolic time chamber and Gohan going off of that year, that one day. Now, one Earth day in the hyperbolic time chamber is equivalent to like about a year or 2 years. I can't remember how many days it's equivalent to. So Gohan has been in there since the Tournament of Power. Not 1 day, not 2 days, not 3 days, not 4 days, not 5 days, not 6 days, not 7 days, not 8 days, not 9 days, not 10 days. Gohan has been in the hyperbolic time chamber for years. And he has become so powerful that he can yell also, like they did in the Buu Saga, and he can go in and out of the hyperbolic time chamber whenever he wants. That's how powerful Gohan has become. He's been trained in the hyperbolic time chamber for about 3 years or so. Every day he's been. So 3 years in the human 3 years in the human world is equivalent to God knows how many years in a hyperbolic time chamber. So Gohan has powered himself up. He's so pissed off at Goku that he wants to beat his dad up. So he's powered himself up. He's worked his ass off in the hyperbolic time chamber for over 3 years in our time, in human time, in real world time. And he is so fucking powerful. He can just yell or whisper, or he can go in and out of the hyperbolic time chamber anytime he wants. That's how powerful he is. So the deal is, Gohan got so powerful inside the hyperbolic time chamber, he destroyed it from the inside, which is why the lookout tower came crashing down. He was so powerful. He was working out. He was powering up inside the hyperbolic time chamber. He had so much power, it destroyed the hyperbolic time chamber from the inside, opened it up to the real world, and destroyed the top of the lookout tower to where it ended up falling onto the city below. Below, miles away. That's how powerful Gohan is now. Gohan got so mad, he got so dedicated, Gohan trained his ass off to fight his dad, to fight Son Goku. That's where we're taking this. We want Gohan to be the main focus of this whole arc, and we want Gohan to be in a serious role. He's not playing with any fucking body. Anybody across the path, he's fucking them up. Now, Gohan has proven this point with the Z Fighters in the city. And Gohan is so powerful, and he's learned to mask himself to where he can move freely and nobody can pick up on him. Nobody. So, what does he do? Now the Z Fighters have a suspicion that it might be him. What does he do? Gohan goes back to Videl, stays for a little bit, visits with, gets a hug in with Pan, kisses her, tells her he'll be home soon after everything is worked out. Videl says, "What do you mean everything's worked out? What are you talking about, Gohan?" Gohan says, "I have to settle things with my father." Videl's like, "Gohan, don't do this." Gohan said, "Videl, I have to settle this with my father. Me and my father have things to settle. This is family business, and we're going to keep on going at it until business is resolved." So Gohan sits there, Gohan kisses Videl, and Gohan's off. Now, Gohan, where does he go from here? I'll tell you where he goes from here. You ready? Gohan goes to the new Red Ribbon Army. Yeah. Think about it. If you know about anybody that has any scumbags on the face of the earth that has technology, it'd be the Red Ribbon Army. So Gohan goes back to the Red. He seeks out and finds the Red Ribbon Army because they are technologically advanced. He knows that they have things that they can do. Gohan has seen how they made people into androids. Gohan knows about this. He was there during the Android Saga. He was there during the Android Saga. He was there when 16 got destroyed. So Gohan knows that Red Ribbon Army has technology that's far advanced than anything that these other guys have. So Gohan goes to the Red Ribbon Army, and guess who he meets up with? Dr. Mui. Now, I think I'm saying this right. I think this is the right name. Dr. Mui is, I think, the guy who introduced Baby in GT series. He's the one that was working on Baby, which is the wannabe Majin Buu of that series. Because they wanted to have Mui had a toggle, and the toggle wanted to get revenge against the Saiyans, and Mui had it. So Mui ended up giving it some technological advances, and then ended up releasing the toggle, which was Baby, and the baby and Baby ended up killing him. So Gohan meets him. Now, the thing about him is that he's also an android. So Mui is an android. It happened to be one of Dr. Gero. He happened to be one of Dr. Gero's androids. Now, here's the deal. GT was after Dragon Ball, and the thing of Z, and the thing about it is that a lot of people, there were certain people that were taken from Dragon Ball Z, just given different things. So Mui basically looks like Dr. Gero. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run with this. We're gonna have Mui be the backup Dr. Gero. He's not gonna call himself Dr. Gero, but in case Dr. Gero died, years later, buried in some bunker in some mysterious cave or under the ocean, awakens Mui. And Mui was basically programmed by Dr. Gero to finish off his work, which is basically to kill Goku. So Gohan finds Dr. Mui, which is with the new Red Ribbon Army, and starts to work with the new Red Ribbon Army. When they start to work with the new Red Ribbon Army, the new Red Ribbon Army ends up giving Gohan new things, new weapons, new ways to increase his power, and all the other kind of stuff. So that's basically the start. That's basically the meat and potatoes of that arc. We're gonna have Gohan come back to grace. We're gonna have Gohan put everybody out. And I say put everybody out, I'm not talking about killing him or anything like that, but he's gonna be whooping ass. Now, here's the deal. We know for a fact that if you follow Dragon Ball, in Dragon Ball Z, we know for a fact that Saiyans were regarded as perfect killing machines. They had no remorse, which is why Freezer wanted them to colonize planets for them. Because just one or two fucking Saiyans could basically take out a whole planet of just regular people. Excuse me. So we're gonna have Gohan. So what we're gonna do is, here's the deal. In Dragon Ball Z history, Gohan's always been good. He's always tried to do the right thing. He's always stood up for the people. You know, so Gohan's basically got the good characteristics, like of Goku. But we're gonna have it now in this series here. We're gonna have him like Broly. Like Broly, he'll kill, and then after he kills, he's not a happy mood guy. So we're gonna have Gohan to the point where he is almost like a perfect Saiyan. He's gonna be in kill mode. Like he's not playing around. He's gonna be in break mode. Like he's gonna anybody he fights against, he's gonna put him down. He's not gonna play around. He's not gonna do a lot of talking. He's gonna hit 2 or 3 times, and then you're gone. You know, he's not gonna be doing any talking, or he's not gonna be sparing anybody. He's like a Broly, like how Broly is when he fights. When Broly fights you, he's trying to kill you. Gohan's not going to be sitting there being nice to guys. He's going to be throwing dirt all over the place, and he doesn't care who it hits. So anybody that wants a piece of it is going to get caught in a hell of fire. So Gohan in this series, he's going to be like that. He's going to be He's not gonna have any remorse. Everything he does is for a purpose, and nobody's gonna be able to talk him out of it. So he's gonna sit there and challenge the Z fighters, but at the same time, he's gonna be the worst at every that he can be. He's not gonna be nice. He's not gonna be holding back. He has so much resentment in his heart towards Goku that he's trying to end everything. So that's what Gohan is. And see, the thing about it is that with all that anger and stuff, his power level is gonna be nuts. Because now he's a freaking he's unlocked his true potential as a Saiyan of just not, just being a killing machine. So one of the fights is gonna be where he goes against Vegeta. Now when he goes against Vegeta, he's gonna go against Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue form. I'm not sure what form we're gonna have Gohan at, but he's gonna face Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue form. He's gonna have Vegeta down on the ground. He's gonna put his foot on his head, start rubbing his face in the dirt. He's gonna say, "Hey Vegeta, you may not remember this, but when I was fighting against Dabura, you were telling my father about how weak I was. Well, who's weak now?" And what he's gonna do is he's gonna lift his foot up and stomp. He's gonna lift his foot up and stomp Vegeta's head right into the ground. When he does that, Vegeta's power level is gonna go all the way down. Vegeta's out of the fight. Adios amigos. Now, how the fight's gonna end is that Goku and Gohan are gonna get into a beam battle. They're gonna get into a fireball battle. Gohan's gonna throw the Maseko, and Goku's gonna throw the Kamehameha wave. And when he throws the Kamehameha wave, what ends up happening is Goku has had a chance to finish Gohan off. Instead of finishing Gohan off, Goku's gonna back off of it, and then he's gonna get hit by the Maseko. So while he's doing his little blast, the beam's gonna start coming back towards him, and then he's gonna get hit with his beam and get hit by the Maseko. And after, he's gonna be laying on the ground, body smoking, as if he just came out of a burning house. He's gonna look. Gohan's gonna come by him. He's gonna drop down. Zykor's crawling at this time. He's weak. There's nothing more he could do. He gave us all to stand up against Gohan, but just wasn't enough. Gohan's gonna come to Goku, and he's gonna have a tear in his eye, and he's gonna say, "Father, why did you do that?" And Goku's gonna tell him, "Gohan, I did it because if I destroyed you, it would have destroyed me inside." Gohan's gonna sit there and he's gonna be surprised. He's gonna be at awe, because after all the bad things he's done, after all the people he's killed, Goku still doesn't want to kill him. Gohan's gonna be like, "Dad, why?" And Goku's gonna say, "Look, listen, Gohan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for how I hurt you. I'm sorry. I never meant for this to be. Gohan, when I landed on that planet, I didn't know anything. I didn't know these people. I couldn't speak their language. I could barely understand anything they were saying. I had to just deal with what was given me. Gohan, what happened was, I never thought I was going to see you again. I never thought I was going to see your mother again. I never thought I would see Earth again. I thought I was going to die on this planet. I didn't know anything or anybody. And I thought I was going to die on this planet, Gohan. When I had so-and-so with that woman, I was ashamed of myself. And till this day, I regret it. I should have been stronger, Gohan, but I wasn't. And I just want you to know that I love you. And I hope before I go, or I hope that you find it in your heart to forgive me. So, after he says that, he dies. Now, when Goku dies, Gohan starts to cry. Zycor starts to cry. Gohan starts to cry because he never got a chance to. He didn't give a chance to. He didn't get a chance to forgive Goku. Goku died without him having a chance to forgive him. Gohan was like, "Yeah, I never got a chance to forgive him." So Gohan cries, and that's how we end it. We end it where Goku could have killed his own son, but decided not to because it would have killed him inside to do so. So Gohan learns from this. He opens back up his heart and cries for a little bit, and then after that, that season is over. So now here's the deal: you can end Dragon Ball Z, or you can end Dragon Ball Super with that, or you can change Gohan back to a good guy. You can change him back into a Z fighter, and then have him go to the next arc like that, powered all of them, like after you showed what he can do and brought him back into the grace of the fans, which would be a good fucking story if you write it right. But anyways, guys, just wanted to share that idea with you. This video is way overdue long. So if you guys stuck with me, thank you. If you guys got any other ideas to add on to what I said, man, hit me up, man. Just leave a comment, dude. Just go ahead, and because there's a lot of different stories and there's a lot of different ways and stuff. Like, if you guys got anything about what would be a good arc before this one, lay it down in the comments. That would help. That'd be cool. But other than that, man, I will talk to you guys later, man. I know you guys see how I am right now, dazing and dozing. So I'll talk to you guys later, man. You guys keep it cool. Love Dragon Ball Z, and see you guys next time.